Hello and Jai Shri Ram. So today we are going to talk on ego. This is the part 2, that is the spiritual version of the topic. So let's just start. To remember one's guru all the time is the first step to egolessness. I bow down before my Sadguru Dev, Yugtulsi Manas Marmagya Pandit Ramkinkarji Upadhyay, who always said before his sermons that he is just a tool, a medium through which the Lord unravels his own secrets. He also said that it is the same Lord who resides in our hearts and gives us the power of reverence or shraddha for listening. Whenever I heard Gurudev say to people that become Sugriv first, when they asked how to attain love and devotion like Shri Bharatji, Shri Hanumanji and other big names, I felt puzzled that why Sugriv? We all call ourselves devotees or bhaktas so easily. We deem ourselves no less than Lord Krishna actually in our hearts, but we do not say that. When I was reading Lanka Kand seriously for the first time, I was shocked. My whole world came crumbling down. When I realized who I was, who I am Ravan and I am Duryodhan. Do you ever care to know what do we want? We want Sita ji as Lakshmi, peace, power, etc. without Ram. Just like Ravan, and similarly we want Lord Krishna's power without Shri Krishna himself. Hanumanji told Ravan that keep Lord Ram's lotus feet in your heart and then you can rule Lanka always. Now Ravan's obvious query was that have I obtained this kingdom due to Ram? If I have earned everything myself, can I not run it all by myself? Why do I need Ram? That's actually what we all think, or don't we? We may say from the exterior that everything is by the grace of God, but our fear exposes us. The constant fear inside us of losing what we have, and that fear leading to jealousy, greed, competition, etc., tells us that there is something else that is more powerful. But as we cannot see it but feel its presence, it terrifies us. As the heavenly deities were fearful of Ravan because he had snatched all their pleasures and comforts, but they never thought whose power did he have. Hanumanji unraveled this mystery in the courtroom of Ravan. He said that Ravan, you have won over all the worlds by the might of the smallest fragment of Lord Ram's power. But you have stolen Sita ji, who is Lord Ram's beloved wife. When King Manu did such hard penance with Queen Shatrupa, Lord Ram appeared before them with Sita ji and he introduced Sita ji as the Adi Shakti who had created this world. Ravan abducts her and separates her from her beloved Ram, and hence he is killed along with the greatest of demons like Kumkaran, Meghnad, etc., who supported him. So, what Hanumanji is saying is that all that we think we are acquiring with our energy is actually the power of God. But it is only a fragment, it is limited. But when we surrender to the Lord, we have His infinite powers and become a medium. So the deal here is lose yourself completely and get what you want. Tulsi Das ji says, Tulsi Das सब भांति सकल सुख जो चाह हसी मन मेरो तो भजो राम काम सब पूरन करही कृपा निधि तेरो. Let me repeat this line because this is my favorite line. तुलसीदास सब भांति सकल सुख जो चाहसी मन मेरो तो भजु राम काम सब पूरन करे ही कृपा निधि तेरो. It means everything that you want in all aspects will be done by the merciful Lord. Now the same question arises again. Why do I need the Lord when I can do it myself? The answer lies in the question itself. As long as you feel you can manage everything, you keep doing that. But when you feel you can't, then one more question must arise in your mind. The question is, I realize now that I can't, but if I could do it in the past, then why not now? Then you will come to know that even in the past, it wasn't you who did everything. Now, when will we know all this? We will know that something is not right when we actually see it through cognitive wisdom, or the other way is the most unfavorable and adverse situations will compel us to see. The funniest part is that even this seeing is not possible from your own efforts, because if you could see, you would have seen it earlier. Why at this moment? When we look at Ravan, we can clearly see that first of all, his own inner voice, his huge wisdom, or you can even say common sense, told him that God has taken birth. Who else could kill Khardushan, who were as mighty as Ravan? But then he says he cannot worship the Lord with this demonic body. Then you will be shocked and surprised to see that literally everyone told him about Lord Ram. He also was losing it all in his inner self, but he just did not act accordingly. Have you ever thought every day, numerous times, we are reminded through one medium or the other about the Lord, but we do not give in. We are not ready to lose ourselves. The biggest cause is we think we are the doer. When Hanumanji finally entered Lanka, gave a hard blow to Lankani, she recalled the boon Brahma gave to her, that when you lose your balance with a monkey's blow, know that the time has come for the destruction of the demons. It is but obvious that it was predestined. So it is altogether different topic about destiny and the events that we say are predestined. It does not mean what you are thinking currently. It means something else. But we will cover it in the other topic. So, in the following scenes, we see that Hanumanji is sitting on the tree under which Sita ji was sitting, and Mandodari, the wife of Ravan, stops Ravan from trying to kill Sita ji with his sword. He also saw how a demoness Trijita told Sita ji that she dreamt one monkey has come to Lanka and would burn it. After getting the blessings of Mother Sita, Hanumanji did so many active acts of valor by destroying Ashokvatika, killing the demons, and even the son of Ravan, that is Akshay Kumar. Hanumanji is finally chained and brought to Ravan's courtroom, where Ravan ordered his killing. Vibhishan comes and requests that killing of the messenger was unethical. Ravan then orders cloth to be tied to the monkey's tail and it be smeared with ghee and put to fire. All the natives of Lanka contributed for the cloth and ghee or oil from their houses as Hanumanji expanded his tail. If we look closely, who could be braver, cleverer, more powerful, and more devoted than Hanumanji? But we see that even when he is not chained, or even when he was chained, it was someone else who was controlling everything. And when we look at the 5 plus 1 boons that Sita ji gave to Hanumanji, we should think that she is the one who is held captive and she has the power to grant so many most powerful boons anyone could ever get. It means that the Adi Shakti is right there. But the one who wants to unite Ram and Sita and be their little child will only get these boons. And the one who ignores and considers the Lord as his enemy will be perished. In Hanumanji's case, he attained Kritya, that is freedom from doership. That is, now there is no need for any active actions through the boon given by Mother Sita, which established the relationship of love between him and Lord Ram. It also meant that Lord Ram would now love Hanumanji, while in Sugriev's case it was fear that brought him to be instrumental in uniting Lord Ram and Sita ji. But in the root of even this fear, which is God sent, there is extreme mercy of the Lord. But our consciousness is of Ravan. We are still not ready to accept God, and so we have to perish. Now it totally depends on us whether we want to fulfill all our desires, just like Sugriv and Vibhishan got the kingdoms, or we wish to be doomed. When Hanumanji was carrying the mountain with life-saving Sanjeevani booty and passed over Ayodhya from the aerial route, Bharatji shot a blunt arrow and Hanumanji fell on the ground because Bharatji thought that it was some demon who was flying in the sky. But the mountain that Hanumanji was holding it did not fell on the ground with him, and it kept hanging in the air. It proves that Hanumanji was not holding it. It seems that he was, but actually someone else was holding it. Also, when Bharatji proposed that he would send Hanumanji very quickly back to Lanka so that he is not late and the medicine should be given at the right time to Lakshmanji, he said that Hanumanji should sit on the arrow along with the mountain. Then Hanumanji was in doubt for a moment, but then he understood Lord Ram's infinite power. When Hanumanji met Lord Ram for the first time, he said, "One can never ever understand or get over the Maya except through God's love. In the path of devotion, one becomes smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. A little child knows only the love of his mother, and she has the sole responsibility to keep him clean, hale, and hearty. But from Sundarkand to Lankakand, we see Hanumanji accomplish such huge tasks. So actions do not stop. They happen most beautifully, but as a medium of God in service of others. So the background of what I am saying is that Shri Sita ji blessed Hanumanji that he will get the love of Ram. And when you get the love of the Lord, then this Kritya Kritita which I mentioned comes in your life. So it doesn't mean that when you get this Kritya Kritita, you don't have to do any actions. You have to do every action in the service of God, in the service of others, but only as God's medium. So that's it. So when Lord Ram broke Shiva's bow, the string which is called gun, so you know there's a bow and a string is tied to both the ends. So that string in Sanskrit is known as gun, which means an attribute. So when Lord Ram broke Shiva's bow, the string did not break. The gun did not break. So the efforts are done by the virtue of the attributes we have, but the doership is gone. But remember that never forget where you really are. Just like Sugriv, who said Bali, who denotes ego, was his greatest well-doer, as because of him Sugriv got to meet Lord Ram. When Lord Ram sent Sugriv to fight with Bali, a single fist blow of Bali made Sugriv utter the real truth, the truth which was absolute for him at that moment. And thus he said that Bali was not his brother but his death. If you want money, success, name, relationships, do not fake detachment, else you will land in a deep, dark pit. Whatever you want, ask from the Lord Himself. Keep uttering the name of the Lord as much as you can. It is called as Jap Yagya. And this yagya is an ever ongoing process. It is a powerful tool for the ego. It works on its own and works even better when it is chanted with affection for the Lord. This affection comes on doing regular satsang of your Guru. Let us all bow down to our Guru and let the burden of ego fall off when we kneel down before him. Lord Shiva's bow represents ego. It was only when Lord Ram's Guru Vishwamitra asked him to get up and break the bow did he break the bow. And it was the exact right moment to break the bow as Guru Vishwamitra knew it to be. Just surrender yourself to your Guru completely. It is said that nobody can know God. So, it is actually the Lord Himself in the form of your Guru. Trust His words. He is the doctor who will cure you of your ailments. So, Tulsidas ji says, Satguru Vaidya Bachan Viswasa. So, trust the words of your Guru. And in the end, I want to say, Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. बोलिए सद्गुरुदेव भगवान की जय. So that was it, and we will meet in the next video. Till then, bye and Jai Siya Ram.